Man, put those scissors down.
You're gonna have to shoot me, nigga.
Put those scissors down.
No, you're not taking to shoot me. You're not taking to shoot me. You're gonna have to shoot me. Please, lady, call 911.
Put those scissors down.
You hold up the phone like
Hey, put those fucking scissors down.
Fuck you. You're gonna have to shoot me.
Put those scissors down.
You.
Put those scissors
Fuck
down.
you. You're gonna have to shoot me, nigga.
Hey, go back over there.
You're gonna have to shoot and kill me. You're gonna have to shoot and kill me. You ain't taking me, motherfucker, and saving me, bitch.
104 headquarters, 1033 the channel. Give me a supervisor over here.
Call back up.
We got a white female. She has
Yeah,
scissors.
you ain't calling. You ain't calling.
Hey, if you come over here, I will kill you.
Okay, kill him.
Drop the scissors. Drop the scissors. Shots fired. Shots fired. White female on the ground. Still got scissors in her hands. Shots fired. Shots fired. Drop the scissors.
Signal 15.
Drop the scissors.
309 Preston.
Hey, back up. Everybody back up. Hey, get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hurry up.
Okay, now what you just saw is a police officer shooting an irate person with the scissors, a person who was a danger not only to themselves but to everyone else in the vicinity. So the officer, and if you can see by the video, there was other people there in the hotel or restaurant too. Now this is a crazy case of where an officer had a fight or flight response. A woman was carrying a woman had a deadly weapon in her hand, and she was willing to use it. Now, people can argue that no, he should have used his taser, no, he should have done many things. Now, people, let me tell you something. Tasers are usually for unarmed people, or tasers are usually for people who are in a controllable circumstance. This woman, like, with a taser, anything can happen. If the woman had charged this officer, and he, let's just say, might have missed his shot, or somehow the taser shot might have missed, this would have been pretty deadly for the officer and himself. Now, people need to take into consideration any sharp object can be used as a weapon, and a weapon can be used to kill. So the officers have to take such matters seriously. Nobody can sit here and say that no, the officer should have done this, the officer should have done that. The officer incapacitated the person in question, and he essentially saved himself and he saved anyone else in that room. Now, I read up a bit about this occurrence and I found out a little bit more about the situation, and it reads as follows. After investigating the case, the officers department will not charge the cop in the shooting. Bussard City, Louisiana, after Patrick Edmonds Jr. responded to a call at a local hotel on the morning of October 25th. When he arrived at the scene, he found Shannon Rupert, 45, wielding a pair of scissors, which is a weapon. In the body cam footage, Edmond tells Rupert to drop the scissors. She refuses, saying, "You're gonna have to shoot me, N-word. You're not taking them. Shoot me." He repeatedly tells her not to move towards him. Subsequently, she charges the officer. At that point, Edmund fires twice. Now, the officer shot the woman twice, and many officers would have unloaded the gun. And if there's more than one officer on a scene and one person charges one officer, they all shoot. There's no such thing as one officer shooting one person. This is not Call of Duty or something, people. When one officer is in danger, they all have to respond, so that no officer or nobody else in the vicinity is harmed. But let me continue. Rupert later died at the hospital, so that's the fate of the woman who charged a police officer with scissors, for that matter. But anyway, shortly afterward, Bussard City District Attorney Schuler Marvin released the following statement. Based on the evidence reviewed, it is my firm opinion that no crime was committed by the officer, as his actions constituted justified homicide. The discharge of his firearm was necessary for the prevention of a possible lethal threat. Melinda Rupert's cousin, Melinda Peterson, spoke out against Edmund's use of fatal force. Now, her cousin had something to say about this situation. What I am disputing is why they could not have used a taser instead of the dummy bullets, because those dummy bullets will knock you back, Peterson said during an interview with KSLA. Well, I'm sorry, but you're not a police officer. You aren't trained by by an institution of police. You are not a police officer, so that's a very bold claim to move. I don't even know what dummy bullets are used. Are you telling me that police officers are supposed to walk around with dummy bullets everywhere? Anyway, Peterson also revealed that her cousin struggled with a drug addiction for years, and that's not the police officer's fault. All he saw was a person wielding a scissors who tried to charge him and harm him with scissors. I know she had been into drugs really bad. I tried helping her, Peterson said. I tried talking to her to see if maybe we could get her some help, a resource. Now, as you can see by this, everything is crazy because the woman was clearly had some issues, but at least in this situation, the officer handled the way everything happened the way it needed to happen. People cannot make claims about tasers or anything because Lord knows what would have happened if he had missed with that taser and the woman would have gotten him. One stab to the neck, one stab to the eye, one stab to the heart, one stab to any vital organ, and the police officer's dead. And this woman's out on the loose and can stab anyone else. Luckily enough, the cop did his job. He handled the situation. And he tried, believe you me, he tried, as you saw in the video, he tried to de-escalate the situation. He came all calm, speaking nicely. This woman didn't want to listen. She was hitting him with racial slurs, and then she charged him with the scissors, and he shot. But anyway, this is Controversial signing off. Goodbye.